In Blue, Juliette Binoche plays a woman named Julie, who is the only survivor of a car crash that kills her husband and daughter. Her husband, Patrice, was a famous composer who had been working on a concerto celebrating the unification of Europe. In response to her personal tragedy, Julie attempts to abandon her past life. This includes destroying what she believes to be the only remaining copy of the unfinished concerto. Over time, she finds that she cannot hold off the outside world and agrees to help Patrice's former assistant, Olivier, complete the concerto. Javanese Preisner's music plays a central role in the film. The first music that we hear after the opening credits is from the funeral of Julie's lost family. Later in the film, it is hinted that this music was something that Patrice had wanted to include in the concerto. In this first scene, the music is presented as diegetic sound. Julie hears it through a small TV. Fragments of this theme are later used non-diegetically in the most memorable moments of the film.
Si vous voulez me demander quelque chose, j'étais à la voiture juste après.
Non. Excusez-moi.
These are scenes where Julie must face her past and her decision to run away from it. The music is clearly playing in her head, what is known as meta-diegetic sound. This raises many questions. Are these reminders of her past causing her to have oral, rather than visual, flashbacks to the funeral? Is the unfinished concerto haunting her? Possibly she realized that the only way to work through her grief is to help finish it, but she keeps pushing it away. An important use of diegetic music occurs in the middle of the film. Julie is sitting at a cafe and hears a busker playing a tune on the flute. Julie recognizes this as a fragment of melody from the unfinished concerto. She grills the busker about where he had heard the tune, but he replies that he simply plays what enters his head. It is important that this music be diegetic, because up to this point, the concerto had simply existed only inside Julie's head. Now it is out. Julie is beginning to understand that she cannot abandon her past forever. In a later scene, Julie seems much more accepting of this idea as she sits on a park bench and listens to the busker. The final scene that I want to discuss is the one where Julie and Olivier collaborate on finishing the concerto. In this scene, both diegetic and non-diegetic music is used. First, Olivier plays a new theme that he has written on the piano. This music is presented as diegetic. As Julie and Olivier brainstorm regarding the orchestration, we begin hearing music that resides only in their heads.
Attends, peut-être plus léger, sans les percussions. On retire les trompettes. Piano sul tasto. Au lieu du piano,
Une flûte.
une flûte. On reprend au la.
Note that, as the scene develops, the director chooses to move to an unfocused shot so that the viewer will focus more on the music. I believe he does this because the most important elements in the scene is the music. Julie is no longer rejecting her past, and this is symbolized by her collaboration with Olivier. This is the only way that she can ultimately emerge from her grief and carry on with her life. At the end of the scene, as Julie hears the flute part in her head, we see just the hint of a smile. Finally, she has truly begun the process of healing. The music in Blue has touched me deeply. I can feel the power of grief and recovery in the film score. I hope you can feel it too.